Hello. I was gonna be so surprised if in the first few fishes we didn't get a new one, and we did. Because I literally did add over 100. I added 104 new things to our fishing. Did I accomplish anything else I was supposed to do today? No. Did I hyper focus and add an absurd amount of items to fishing? Yes. Do I have more still to add, shockingly? Yes. I added so many items. Yuck! So I have the tree still in here as of the moment, but I have taken our ornaments off of the tree. But I did put them into lurkbait fishing. Because I figured they still counted in the squish category for stuff. But, hi, hello, you can see me, I guess, squish on this. Look, I'm poking a thing. Hi, I know, this is different. Look, I'm squishing a squish. It's very squishy. Lonely, congrats on being first. Brando, you smell. You're so new here. Totally new here. Hi, Looney, hello. So if you happen to catch anything that might be off in fishing or whatever, I think most things will be okay, but I did kind of hyper focus on a lot of things to fishing today. So if you see anything that maybe I misspelled something, or if I missed something or misnamed something, I think everything should be fine. But again, I did add a lot of things, and sometimes in the hyper focus I maybe don't catch things as well. So hi, hello. We are here. One of the things I was supposed to do today was paint my nails, so I would have pretty nails for you all to see. Did I do that? No, what did I do today? I mean, I did fishing. I took a shower. I played a little bit of Dwarf Romantic. Did I do my ESO dailies? No. Did I do Palea dailies? No. So if y'all want me to move, I'm realizing fishing is like right there and that might be in the way. I think I'll move fishing. Hey, look! Also, I finally remembered to add the Aeons. We've played that and finished that a while ago, but I finally remembered to add the Aeons. Did you do your Uma dailies? I opened Uma, and I did my daily races, and I did a daily trial, and I requested something from the club, but I actually haven't done like a career in a couple of days, because Cult of the Lamb and Palea hyper focus, and there's not an event in Uma right now, so I don't know, I just haven't done it for the last couple of days, which is a new thing. The hyper focus is falling off of Uma. Also, hi. I played Unfair Flips. That's the other thing I did. I was like, there's something else I did today. And it gave me the exploding coin ending again. And then I started playing it again while I was eating food. And I did not make it to an ending yet. But really likes giving me the exploding coin ending. That one was actually a really fast run. That one was like half the length of the one on stream. So today, y'all are gonna have to let me know how well you can see stuff and whatnot, because the webcam here is just on a little tripod, so I can move it around really easily. But we're gonna continue building our little Book Nook here, which if you want to see the beginnings of it and whatnot, I have streamed the entire thing. It's just been hit or miss and when it's happened. So, oh, it's the most common ending. It's the 30% chance. Okay. I just figured by now I would have at least gotten like a third one with the, which I guess if it's most common, it's going to happen. So I, to be perfectly honest, don't remember what we were, I remember something about a light, like the lamp, but I don't remember where we actually left off. Where is the book of directions? First thing I gotta figure out, is that in here? There we go. Directions booklet. Hi, Ranch. Brothers and sisters. Yes, so streams. The plan is, I know we've kind of been off because I've been sick and whatnot, which is like almost gone, y'all. It is like almost gone. It's still not 100% gone, but it is getting there. It is getting so close. I am going back to work tomorrow because there is Tap Dance Club. So wish me luck on that, because oh goodness, this is going to be a long day, because I had a sub for 2 days last week, and I didn't have a sub the third day, so I have no idea what state my classroom is. I'm just hoping they put everything back in the storage and didn't leave the TV out and stuff, because that would be bad. If I go back and everything is broken, obviously it won't be my fault, but it still will be annoying. So yes, hope everyone is staying warm. I hope all the iciness is doing okay and whatnot. Stay safe if you do have to leave. Like, I would stay home if you absolutely can. But yeah, Mondays are gonna be the vibe. At this point, until Tap Club is done. And Tap Club goes, the performance is April 16th? I think it's the 16th? I have to look. Yeah, I was like, it's the Thursday that week. So we might go back to Tuesday streams like on the 21st, but it's most likely we'll probably go back to Tuesday streams on the 28th. Because there's still one more meeting for Tap Club after the performance, but it's not like it's going to be an intense club meeting or anything like that. So, hi Focus, hello! Welcome on in. Oh, let me actually grab the Mad Lib for Looney before I get more distracted. Oh. I think I can still do this. I was like, wait a second, you all can't see it. Let's see, did anyone else do it? No, Looney, yours is a verb. A verb. I've realized that if I bake brownies, I need to put them away shortly after. I have a bad habit of snacking on sweets instead of eating a proper meal. Part of why I'm starting a meal prep. But I have beef stew now. Ooh, yummy. Yeah, that's the problem. I am getting to the end. I think in terms of chocolate stuff, I think I've eaten all the chocolate stuff, sadly. But of all the holiday Christmas candy, I think I am out now. I ate my last chocolate Santa yesterday. So I think I am out. I'm gonna try to not have... The thing is, I really like chocolate, and I need to just have something that is sweet chocolate thing for dessert. Because if I don't, like... If I don't have something for dessert or something sweet, whatever, then if I'm at home, I just end up munching more. And that's even worse than just eating the dessert and just being done. So, like, I need to figure that out still of what I'm going to try this time, but that will be a thing. Okay, so Looney's Mad Lib is a verb. And I gotta remember where we left off in this. Because I know we started to put the siding together. So for anyone, if you want to see us building, this is what we're building here. It's a Book Nook. It goes on your bookshelf, and it's a little scenery. And it's cool. So it looks like a little bookshop, little store thing. And we've been working on this for creative streams whenever the wheel has spun to land on a creative stream. So the entire process should be on the VOD channel. And I want to say this is where we left off. Because I remember us doing this and sandwiching that together. Because we're putting the lamp on. This does not look familiar, so this must be where we stopped. Must be the idea here. We're kind of getting to the point that stuff is starting to come together a bit, which is nice. Also, just so y'all know, I'm going to be pushing that fish button a lot tonight, so if anyone, feel free to spam fish. The other thing that I have recently learned with lurkbait fishing is if I turn it on through channel point redeems, you all can channel point redeem it a bazillion times in a row and you don't have to wait for your turn to fish like you have to do with the command. Like you can, like, if you have no cooldown, you could like redeem it 5 times in a row and it would actually fish for you 5 times. So that's the other thing I could toggle if you all want me to. But I today hyper focused and added over 100 new things into the fishing. So look, there's Animal Crossing stuff now. But if you see anything that you think should be at a different rarity, or if something's spelled wrong or anything, feel free to let me know, which that's at any point, but I did add a lot of new stuff. So Okay. You have to laugh. This is what it's boot box, shoe box. What I'm keeping all this in. Yeah, because we put the sign on. We put the sign on here is where we left off. So this is what we ended off on. So now I gotta figure out. I think I remember saying I was gonna do the next step off stream because I didn't want to figure out the lamp on stream. I never actually worked on this off stream. So see that. Let me see. I should have like marked which step we ended on because I think we finished. Because the thing that's weird about the steps in this book is there is numbered steps. Also, Looney, did you give me a verb and I didn't write it down? But also yours is a verb in case you missed it. Like there's number steps, but this is like all one step. So there's like 50 bazillion tiny steps in each one. Okay, so we might actually be back a page because I haven't done that yet. We haven't done the railing. Rust. Okay. Maybe we ended at the end of a page. Yeah, because that's the door. We put the door on and we put the sign on. Okay. Book Nook was like a book corner with bookcases. I guess it could be interpreted that way. Yeah, this is like a tiny nook thing that like you put it on your bookshelf. So it's like something you would put like between the books on your bookshelf as like a little art scenery kind of thing. Yes, I should try to remember to that ranch. The other thing, the other thing I could have done, now that I think about it, you know how I mentioned there's VODs? And how I haven't done any of this off stream? I could just go look at the VOD. What would be the logical thing? And I literally did that today too, because I wanted to make sure I spelled... one of the things I added into the lurkbait fishing is I added in our Aeons from Final Fantasy X, but I named them like we named them in the game, and I wanted to make sure I named them the same way. Yeah, I was like, that would be the brain thing to do. Yeah, why it's called a book nook, but yeah, it's like a bookshelf nook. Yes. Yeah, well, because the box says 3D creative bookends is what the box technically says, but I have found them most often online referred to as book nooks because there's a lot of different kits and stuff that you can get of these. So I'm gonna assume, based on that is here, that is not, that we must have left off on the page turn is gonna be my assumption. So I'm going to assume that this is where we left off. I know you all aren't going to be able to see all the steps of things. The only like downside to this setup is I basically have to choose of like either you guys can see things kind of close up or you can see a lot of stuff. Is basically the option I have to pick. And I chose this so you all could see kind of what I was actually doing. I also tried to put it from my point of view without actually having to flip the camera. So if things seem off or if you all can't see what I'm doing, by all means let me know, because obviously this is not what we typically do on stream, so I am not as used to doing it. Okay, so B7 and B6. So we're adding on the little doohickey that sticks out of here. I want to say we've colored that or something. Have we not? Oh goodness, this is gonna be the downside to us doing this for not a lot of time. No, that is the bookshop sign. That's not what this thing wants. It wants something different. Okay. We typically dress as corn royalty. I mean, the Corn Queen has shown up multiple times this week, so I guess you're not wrong. The monstrosity that is all of the pieces for this, though. Like, it's such a cool thing. But also, holy moly pieces. Okay. I'm gonna move that over there. B7, B6. Okay, this is B7. Tiny. You know what? I'm also just gonna go ahead and get B1 and B4 out while I'm here because they're right next to this. And we're gonna need them in just a second here. Please. Oh. Oh, it's connected right there. That's why it's not. I will say, if we rage at this or lose focus on it, we do technically have Legos that we could build as well. But since this is me doing this on stream has been making me actually work on this kit that I got for Christmas like 2 years ago, I'm like, okay, we're going to continue this. Did you redeem a Madlib CT? Also, hi. I'm not seeing it in my queue. Also, hi. Thought you did? I mean, it could also just be glitching out. There it goes. I don't see it in my queue, but I'll give it to you. A noun. A noun. There you go. Yes, one of these days, we will actually finish this. Video game. Okay. I have not looked. I want to say we're like... I want to say we're at least halfway of building this, but I actually don't know. Okay. B7, B6. Is this just this? Does it not have a... Oh. Usually these things are like glued on to something else, but this seems to be kind of its own component. Oh, it does say we're supposed to glue... Okay, I just saw the glue symbol. There's a little symbol up here that says glue, which actually here, I have to show it to you all. Note to me and note to you all, when I go to clean up stuff at the end of stream tonight, do not let me store the glue sideways. It looks, this was, luckily I did not get all over all the things in the box and glue things together that weren't supposed to be glued together, but when I opened the box today, this was stuck to the glue container, and it looks very, very cool. But I should not store the glue sideways, is what I have learned. Give me fair, I thought it would be fine with the way the cap is and everything, because it's like a secure cap on there. Should we get the... Yeah, totally. Oh. Yeah, I'm literally just using the just chatting screen, so if stuff is in the way, let me know. Because I decided it was easier just to use this scene versus, like, updating the old one. Because the old one doesn't have all the fishing and all the stuff on there. Much better. No problem. Yeah. Okay, so we... like, gloriously stuck together horrible. This was like a super cheapy, like, paintbrush, so. This turned into the glue brush. We are going to attempt to glue some things. I'm wondering if I should put this together first. I think the other thing I don't like about this is it doesn't tell you specifically where to glue, it just says glue. I think logically I should glue the back of this. Like, I think I should glue it like this side of it with that piece in there, just because that should hold it in, is my thought. I don't know if that makes the most sense. Also, okay, for our resting thing tonight, for putting the glue paintbrush on and whatnot, when I'm not using it, I'm very innovative, and we are recycling things in this household, because this be part of a Taco Bell box. I was like, what can I use for a little piece of cardboard? That was what I came up with. So I figured that that would work. This is like so sticky. I thought I washed it at least a little bit. Maybe I didn't. I'm gonna see if I can peel some of this off of here. That might also be an awful idea. It might also be a very bad idea. Maybe it's good I didn't do my nails before this, so I can actually pick at stuff. Yeah, I was like, it's kind of a solid glue thing, so I figured it would kind of just get off. But I hope y'all have had a good Monday. I did not have to go to work today because it was semester break day. I know a lot of you didn't have to go places because of snow, which I would like some sent my direction, please and thank you. Because it was like sunny out today, which is fine, but I would like some snow. Not that I want a snow day. Like, the thing is, I don't want a snow day on a Tuesday though, because I don't want to miss Tap Club. There we go. That's a little bit better. Actually looks semi paintbrushy now and not just solid blob of glue. Okay. Right, this glue be sticky. Okay, it's stringy. I forgot how stringy this glue is. This will be fine. We are pro crafters. Honestly, with the amount of crafting I did with my mother as a child, I probably should be better at crafting. But we did a lot of actually, I don't even know if it's a thing anymore. Let's come over here a little bit more. No, let's go up. Kinda, sorta. I don't even know if Oriental trading is a thing anymore. This is the Sunshine Town. And we are on I think it said step 16. I think. The next page I think says step 17. I'm assuming that must mean we're still step 16. Would be my assumption. Oh, so you don't actually... Thank you, CT. Yeah, I was going to say, based on looking at what we had done, this is me guessing where we had left off, because I'm a goober, and I didn't mark my spot or anything. But based on that we didn't have this stuck in here, I assumed that this must be the step we're on. I guess also, to be fair, this is not the kind of crafting I did as a kid. We did, you know, like kits and stuff, which this is a kit, but, you know, like bracelets and whatnot. Not making stuff. Getting a collar. Oh, and the collar ID says Sirius XM. What? Does that even still exist? Does that still exist? Like, I remember that being a thing that was like Sirius XM radio that you could like pay for in your car or something like that. That was like 2010 or something like that. Okay, we have B1. I need B4. I keep getting those calls that are the I keep getting those calls that are, this is a call from a debt collector. Call back and we can, you know, we are from a credit union. We are a debt collector, whatever. It's like, no, I'm not calling you back. Still a thing and still in cars. Okay. Yeah, I just remember that being a thing. Because we kept getting, like, free trials and whatever because we got... My mom got her van in 2009, I think? And that was the car that it kept getting, like, free trials and stuff, so we would have it in there occasionally. But then my car... was obviously too old to have that. And then... As far as I know, the car I'm currently driving is also too old. Three months subscription or something? Yeah. But that's weird that's calling you? Dad got a standalone unit and mounted it on the tractor so he could listen to the radio while he mowed our 6-acre yard. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I remember thinking it was cool. Okay, so then... Yeah, we really be putting stuff together. For those, like, the first stream or two, it was very much like we were making smaller sections of things. And this time and last time, I think, has really gotten more into the actually putting it together. Yeah, before iPods. Yeah. Because I think this was around the time that I maybe had my, like, iPod Touch or something like that. Okay, I'm trying to decide if I'm sticking this in here and gluing it or if I'm going to glue it. Looking at the logistics of where these things are actually attaching. Okay, because there's a couple of spots that it actually goes in. Okay, I'm going to do a smaller one first. I also have to remember that this is not originally in English. So the translations are kind of questionable. It says it takes 5 seconds to get glue dried. Oh, because it's saying to glue it to glue these two pieces together. I feel like that's going to make it so much harder to hook it in. But okay, if you say so. I was gonna say, I don't think iPods are a thing anymore because everyone just has, you know, phones. I don't have an iPhone, so I am team Android. This is okay. Very gooey. iPod Classic was my favorite one. So much music, only one generation of that. Yeah, I don't know what gen it is. I have an iPod Nano that is the generation before they got a camera. And I know this because my sister, like a year or so after I got mine, got an iPod Nano. But hers got to have a camera, and mine didn't have a camera. And then after that, I got my iPod Touch, which I don't know if I could sell that thing for a lot of money, but it does have, I don't know if it's still a thing. This is a thing that's still in the market, but my iPod Touch does have Flappy Bird on it. So I don't know if I can still make money off of that, but it does have Flappy Bird on it. So, you know, it do be pretty fancy. Okay, I really don't actually understand how that's supposed to sit together. It'll be fine. You only had an iPod Shuffle. Okay, I remember this specifically because my aunt was really disappointed that I didn't know what it was. That I didn't, like, you know, girly freak out of like, oh my god, it's a, you know, that she gave me an MP3 player. That was like a shuffle MP3, but it was just this little pink box thing. It wasn't like, you know, it was some off-brand something. I don't even know what the brand was. But she gave it to me for Christmas, and I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it was because I had, you know, it was still new enough that it wasn't a thing that people had yet, really. Like, it wasn't a thing that I was aware of. I don't know. It was always the weird thing of, like, my dad's side of the family would give me presents that, you know, were more of the trendy of, like, you probably want this older kid gift. Whereas my mom's family understood that, like, no, just give her toys. She still wants the toys and the whatever. Like, you know, I still got, you know, my Barbie things and whatever for quite some time. Which, honestly, why wouldn't you want Barbie stuff? Also, side note, have y'all seen the newest Barbie doll? Because she's pretty cool. I can still use my iPod Touch with whatever music on it since... Oh, have a clock somewhere. But yeah, I was like... I think I still have mine. I think it's dead. I still have the charger somewhere. But I still have some videos and stuff on it. AAC. Yeah, there's like the one that they based it off of an autistic girl. I don't remember her name off the top of my head. Yeah, it's a neurodivergent Barbie. And I just think that's really cool. And I picked her up at the store and I'm like, I was like, she was the last one. I'm like, I don't need her. Someone else can get her or whatever. Like, this is still working. Glue is so gluey. I'm just gonna have to accept that my hands are gonna get really sticky. Thing is trying not to get the headphone cord in there. I might just have to take my headphones off, but I hate, I'm at the point, it's been, you know, 6.5 years of streaming. I'm used to hearing myself talk. That is not the weird thing anymore, but the weird thing is still hearing myself talk without my headphones on. That is the thing that is still sounds weird. Like, in terms of streaming purposes. Okay. We shall not get glue on the microphone. We shall not get glue everywhere. In theory. I have a bunch of springies either. Also. Okay. Yes. Push away. Oh my gosh, trying to get these to go in. Okay. Is it just a dance teacher thing, or do y'all ever find yourself doing things with your non-dominant hand and then questioning why you're doing it with your non-dominant hand? Maybe that's just a dance teacher. Oh. Oh my gosh. Sorry, y'all. This is being way more difficult to put in than I thought it was. Trying to do it before the glue. Absolutely. Solid. Oh, those just there. You know. No, we're not going for perfection. For perfection. Also, why is the glue gotta be all snotty? You know, I probably should have gotten two. There's just like a piece of glue sticking off of this now. Yeah, there we go. Okay, okay, okay. I think we got it, y'all. We got it, chat. We got it. Okay. Hi, Lonely. Hello. I was packing things. I found an old iPod I had gotten my nephew, and it had a weird inscription on the back to JGW, the X Factor. Neither of us can remember what that's supposed to mean. Okay. Nothing to do with his name. Interesting. When I was younger, I could not get into Barbie, and people gifting it to you. Yeah, Barbie's definitely not for everyone. I was very much a Barbie movie kid. I had just some like generic Barbies and stuff as well, but I was very much a Barbie movie kid. Before that, I was more of a Polly Pocket kid. We are making a Book Nook or a bookshelf nook. We are making this thing that it sits on your bookshelf and it looks like a little like alleyway storefront kind of thing. Answer the phone with your non-dominant hand? Okay. I don't know if I'm just like dance teacher brain pilled or if it's just maybe I'm actually a little bit ambidextrous. I tend to use both hands normally. Yeah, because I have those moments where like I end up doing stuff with my left hand that, you know, besides like writing, which I think I could write with my left hand. I just have never taken the time to practice or anything. But I don't know if that's because I'm actually a bit ambidextrous or if I'm just used to doing stuff as a dance teacher and doing everything backwards. And most of the time you start stuff with the right, but which means you as a dance teacher facing the students start with your left. She had her hand tied behind her back when she was in school. I've heard stories about that to force you to be right-handed. Which I never understood, like, why? Why do you care? Like, why? That breezy. I'm not paying attention to what y'all are catching. I should be paying attention to what y'all are catching. For anyone who missed it, there are over 100 new items in our lurkbait fishing. Yes, I'm an elementary school teacher, so I'm an arts block teacher. So I do dance and I do PE. So the kids come and see me for 40-minute chunks of time. So essentially I cover the teacher's prep, and during that time, they either have a dance class or a PE class with me. The PE is new this year. I've had some PE classes that I've taught in the past. But this is the first year that at this school, all of the classes see me twice a week. So they see me one time for a PE class and one time for a dance class. And then on Mondays, I still have to teach at another school where I have 5 other dance classes. And I call it dance class because that just is what makes the most sense on the internet. The official term is a creative movement teacher. So we do dance, but it is more focused of like them making up movement and moving with music and, you know, that kind of stuff. What I know is left-handed when learning to write. Fortunately, one of their teachers was left-handed, which helped a lot. That's cool. Yeah. I don't know, how common is it actually to be left-handed? I actually don't know any of the stats on that. I know my cousin is left-handed, but that's not exactly... She's left-handed because she doesn't have a right hand, so she doesn't really have the right hand option. Like 10%? Okay. This just looks really cool. Okay, I should look at what the next step is. E6. We're putting little stuff on the sides next. There's 7 of us in our immediate family, and I'm the only one left-handed. Okay, I never made a conscious choice to pick it, though. It just happened. Yeah, I think that is really what makes sense. Like, I'm definitely very right side dominant. If you don't know this, there's more than just dominance and just like having your right hand or left hand be dominant. You have a dominant like foot, you have a dominant eye, you have a dominant ear. So like something you could do like, I've only used it on a couple of occasions because I haven't really had much issue with it. But like as a teacher, if you have an issue with a student not listening or not responding well to directions or things, of asking the student to walk up to a wall and listen like they're listening to something on the other side, figure out which ear is their dominant ear, and then making that ear be the one that is closer to you can be helpful. I found my sports right-handed because that's what everyone else did, though in softball I would switch when batting to throw the pitcher off. That's fun. He's better at right-handed batting though. Okay. Let's see, what is it? E6? Yeah, I am very much right side dominant. I can do things left-sided, and specifically with my hands, I will definitely find myself doing stuff with my left hand without thinking about it, kind of thing. And I have the motive like, wait, why am I doing this left-handed? Okay, E6. E. Here they are. We play viola right-handed. But that's because I learned to play an orchestra class, and if we did all play right-handed, our bows wouldn't hit. Yeah, that would be, I think, more of a logistics issue of whatnot. Yeah, I added a lot of common tier things, but there are also a lot of new... I guess I added a lot of common. I did add a whole set of uncommon things. And there's also a whole set of rare fish that I added. I didn't add any new, like, epic or legendary ones. So, as always, if there's other stuff y'all want to see added to fishing, we do have a channel in Discord where you can make suggestions. I need to mark off that I did do the Animal Crossing one. I could add more Animal Crossing if y'all want me to. But I added all of the villagers I've ever had on my island, and I added just, like, NPC characters and such. Oh, it's Dice Gate. Okay. I miss playing Date Everything. I want to get back to that. But also we have so many other things that we're playing. And I have been playing some Cult of the Lamb off stream. I haven't started the DLC in my off stream save file because it's not quite, like, I can, but I still have like a decent chunk of just the regular. I have the Sin update that I haven't done on it yet, so I still have a lot of battles to do just in opening the doors up again. So I'm kind of holding off on doing the DLC. I need to, no, it doesn't say I need to glue them. I just need to push them in. Okay. I'm gonna take it out to glue it, but it doesn't say glue. It just says push. There's no gluing. We just get to struggle with these in here, I guess. A squish ornament, yes. So there are, the other thing too is I guess all the squish ornaments are in there because not all of them ended up on the tree. But I did put, I have 24 of them, so I went ahead and put all 24 in the fishing just because I did add the words. I added the Animal Crossing stuff to the common tier because right now we do have a lot of uncommon and a lot of rare ones and not as many just plain common ones, which I think is fine because I'm planning to add a ton of squish and I plan to have those at the common tier. But I added the Animal Crossing ones there just to kind of fill in for now. But if y'all think they should be at a different tier, then I can totally easily change that. I do have another set of characters that I have downloaded the pictures and got them ready, but I have not I have not added them to the actual fishing yet. Because the annoying thing is sometimes when you save them offline, it doesn't save it as a PNG, so then I have to convert it to a PNG because lurkbait fishing doesn't recognize a WebMD file, obviously. It recognizes a picture file. So it's just an extra step. Okay. It also didn't say to paint these. I stuck those in there. I don't know if those are gonna be for something else. I put those on there. Yes, hi Bella. Okay. We're down here now. Oh, yeah, because I remember turning the page and going, no, I don't want to do this on stream. This is the lamp. That's not what this is. This is like a... overhead kind of thing. It's not the street lamp. You have red grapes? Yum. By the goddess. Hi, Liara. Okay, I don't know. Because that little piece is I-18. P6, P3, P18. Okay. I guess let's start by figuring out what items those are, and we'll go from there, I guess? Be the idea, I guess? Okay, I gotta remember that that's got the staircase on it now. I can't just grab it there. Jade. Sorry for snuffling anything, y'all. I can't exactly... I can't reach my mute button as easily as I usually can. Just wanted... pull that out. Little tiny itty bitty piece. I'm actually really surprised. Okay, someone got Victoria. Okay. Oh no, that's a different Victoria. I'm surprised with how many. I guess there's still a lot of stuff in there already, but I'm kind of surprised that it's not pulling up the new ones more. Oh. This just fell out of something. Okay. What is G? That I think is like a base. Where? I don't know what pieces it's on. Is slightly problematic. Most of this has had to be done orders. Let me see if there's other stuff hiding in the box. Oh. Let's scrap cardboard. There's something else in here. Another scrap piece of cardboard. Oh. Mirror. A clock? Let me look in the shoebox and see if anything else looks like this. This is the shoebox here is like all of the stuff we've like put together, like, you know, like the tree and stuff. Oh. Think I found it? Yeah, okay. Okay, I think we're in business. Okay. You standing, streamer? No, I'm not standing, but we're crafting. We're attempting craft. Oh, there's two of them. Okay. Cut 2.5 centimeters off of P18, which I'm assuming is this, because I don't know what else this would be. top off of P60. I don't know. How in the world are you supposed to cut that off? That is like part of it. That is not... That is like part of it. It's gonna cut a hole in it. Is that the goal? Heat shrink it? What? Okay. I guess I didn't get what's... I don't know what this P3 item is. That's something that's in here? I think this is all for the street light. What? Maybe the street light is that? Oh goodness, this might be beyond my crafting skills, y'all. That looks like it's maybe the light, because I think we're trying to make a light. Because we're making this little hangy thing. Okay. I think the idea is it goes through this. Gosh, this is... Okay. Make the two wires... Yeah, okay. So I think it is this. Make the two wires level parallel in heat shrink tube. Heat them to heat them with what? Touch after 10 seconds to avoid being scalded. Great. Okay. Heat with what? That's what I'm thinking. I might see if Tolarian would be willing to help. Yeah, I was like, this... I think I understand in theory. Like, I get in theory what it's wanting me to do. It's wanting me to set up that this is the light cover and the light is supposed to be in here. But the logistics of that and having this tube is a little more complicated. I'm seeing if you can hear me from here. Ella is laying in the doorway and she's just glaring at me. Tolarian is coming to the rescue, y'all. So, we're doing this shenanigans. And what we figured out is this part is your P18. We have this thingy. And this thingy. And as far as we can understand, it's gotta be the light. Mm-hmm. And it's telling me to cut the top of it off?
Mm-hmm.
You say that...
I guess you don't have any...
Yeah, it was like, I don't know how I'm supposed to cut that off. And then this is supposed to, like, put the light through? Also realizing there's two wired lights. So I wonder if it means this one. Thank you for the assistance, CT. I wonder if it's this light. Not this one.
Tells you.
Well, it says...
E3.
Well, this doesn't say anything on it, so I don't know which one's which. They were all just in this baggie. Also, if you want to say hi. Look, it's a Delirian hand. Do you need to get into the space?
Pretty sure. Black and red.
I guess we could look farther ahead to see if that one's here. There's two different ones. Are you cooking? I like garlic. We must have music. I don't think this is for, I think.
This is your lamp. See how it's gonna go through here?
Yes.
That fits.
Oh, okay. Let's just put that stuff back in the bag. Yes, Bella. Are you just being nosy? You want to know? Bella's just under the desk, just staring up. I'm like, what? Yes, hi, baby. You just need to be a part of all the things, huh? Yeah. Alright. Okay. Also, did you want to laugh at our little tiny Britney? The tricky step. Good thing T is here. Yes. I was like, I think this was the one that I was going to do off stream. And then I never remembered to go and do it. Because I think we got to the point that I stopped here, one, because of the light thing, two, because it just made sense to stop at the, at the end of a page. So we did accomplish something so far. We got a couple of things hooked on here. We got the railings and the little sticky out thing on there. So, not like we haven't accomplished anything. I also don't understand what it means by heat it.
Like, it's just
Oh, CT says a hairdryer. I guess yeah. Yeah. Currently working on cutting the top of it off. Or heat gun yeah, I don't think we... Yeah, I was like, I think my mom maybe has a heat gun, but we don't want to have one. You're being far more particular about this than I'm being about the entirety of the rest. I know how you put things together. I know, it's like you're used to putting things together by like millimeters. Oh, I guess that makes sense. The other thing is we're not supposed to... Okay, it says to cut some off. Okay. Little light inside the thing. You have to put it over the top of it.
Does it say?
Says cut 2.5 centimeters. Earl, that's the other one I need to add more of the Sims in there. Because Earl is still the only Sim in lurkbait fishing for some reason. I have never added anybody else because I just happen to have a good selfie of Earl to add in there. Maybe we can do that on Saturday. Because I need to finish... That's the other thing I was supposed to be working on today is my Sim shell. Because it's most of the way finished. Like, it has all, like, the big furniture and all the things. I just haven't... I haven't really, like, decorated it. It has all the functional items. But I haven't, like, put decorations or clutter in yet. Or wallpaper in some rooms. So, like... The most of it is there. It's just the detail work is. You finished yours? Yay! I'm excited to see it. So for anyone who missed it, we're doing shell tours on Saturday. So if you want to decorate the shell, everything's on the gallery. I am still Tap Girl 301 over there. So if you want to download the shell and decorate it, by all means. I think we probably will actually have time if you just have a build in general in The Sims that you want me to tour, I could do that too. But maybe we take selfies with the Sims that we have to add to lurkbait. Didn't go crazy with the clutter, but it's still pretty cool. Yeah, I haven't... Like, I haven't added any... Like, any decorations. Like, it's just like, there's the couch. There's the TV, which mine's not, I didn't do a residential. I'm doing a rec center. So mine's kind of just a lot of activity based is what I decided to do instead of a residential house. Because I don't know. I didn't feel like doing a residential house for this one. So I figured I would change it up. How's it going? Also, this is not on shuffle. Oh, the heatsink? Here, can I show chat what it looks like right now? Look, chat! It's a thing! It's got a light! Yeah, you can just... He's gonna go eat the thing. Residential-ish, like a place for a group of people to hang out. Cool! Okay. Yeah, I kind of made it... Because I've done before that... And maybe it's because it maybe reminded me of the Daisy Shell challenge that I did for Kipsy. That I made into a daycare. That... I was just looking at the different lot types, and I just decided to change it to be not residential. So it's kind of a lot of activity based, but the daycare I built is obviously very younger kid base, and I think I maybe built that before infants were in the game. I don't remember. Up to 8 Sims can stay there. Nice. Yeah, this is one, like, if you needed... Like, if you needed to stay there for a bit, you could stay there. it doesn't have beds, but there are a lot of couches, so like your Sims could take naps and stuff. There is like I put like one of those little tents in, like so like a toddler could sleep, but I made it more towards like kids and teens and kind of young adult-ish. So mostly kids and teen. Heavily Japanese theme. Nice. Yeah, I leaned into it a little bit in terms of like using some I think I used Snowy Escape windows and stuff. Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't looked at it. I just figured I would wait. But I guess we can actually look at the next page, huh? Blaine kept looking back at the page, so that's why I didn't flip it either. Okay. So H4. Oh, sorry for the snuffles, y'all. Okay. Oh, Larian's back. Yeah, you can flip it back over. Okay. H4. H. E. There we go. Okay. This. Remember, that's not solid. Going there. Hmm? This? Way. Thank you all for hanging out for the crafting nonsense that is going on. Let's see. H4. H4. Do you think? Huh? Go through the hole in the wall? Huzzah? Huzzah! Well, that's kind of the point we're at, is we're putting everything on here. We'll leave it for the moment. If I need to take it out, it's not. But look, there's gonna be a light, and it's got the cord sticking out the back. Thank you, Talarian. Y'all, Talarian came to save the day. Yay! Okay. I'm getting... $25 and 3. Yes, thank you for hanging out for the semi-scuffedness of whatever you call this creative stream. We did the thing! Okay, and I said so where is ice? Oh, sorry, I just smacked the camera. It also doesn't help that my chair. Oh. Bubble wrap. My chair has like divots that it settles into, but I try to keep them out of there. Like actually stay forward where I want to be. Okay, H. E, what was I looking for? I-7. Those are B's. Oh, I's are the... No, those are J's. There's I's. Oh, goodness. I might have just dislocated a couple of pieces here. But we'll have to figure things based on shape. Okay, oh my gosh. Everything is falling out of the pile. If anything, if I did one of these again, like, I would go through and I would make... I'm not going to do it now since of how far we are into this in terms of storage, but, like, I think it would make more sense to go through almost and, like, take everything out and, like, put everything in baggies or something, because flipping through these... to find the letter and stuff you need has literally been at least 60% of our time of doing this crafting is finding the dang piece we need. And sometimes it makes sense that they're on separate things. I don't think there was a piece I was supposed to pull out, was it? Maybe it was. Oh no, that's the H, I think. We're finding out together. Okay. Box. Box with cords. Okay. Don't remember which one was G23 and which one was G25. I think that must be there. That's 25. This way. Playing the game of matching it based on the picture. Okay, and then this. I don't know why there's these little boxes pointing towards it. There's little empty white boxes. I do think it is cool that some of this is just like push it together, kind of put it together kind of thing. Even if it doesn't always work super well. Hey, GG rolling at 20 ranch. We got fish with ya. I don't know. Y'all get anything exciting? Hey, Looney got an ornament. What blank the side should be? I guess, but they look the same? I don't know. I matched it what the little holes are. The end piece is not the right way up. You're correct. Good catch. Thank you for noticing, CT. Thank you for hanging out, Focus. I appreciate it. Thank you for being the other half of the brain cell. I appreciate it. That you've got the vape. Oh my gosh. Do we need to add more junk items? Because that's the one thing that I don't think... I think we only have a couple items categorized as junk. And all this, I don't think we've gotten a ton of the new... Like, yes, I'm aware the Mass Effect characters at the rare tier, but I added so many more at the rare tier. Why aren't none of the new ones coming up? Which I guess there's still all the Mass Effect characters and all the... Well, no, we've gotten a couple of the Aeons. I put the Aeons, I think, at the rare tier with the other characters. I could turn... Yeah, if you all want me to, I could turn normal fish off. Just out of curiosity. Yeah, I forgot to look at it. We have 366 custom items in this game now, y'all. Just so you all know. Okay, it is set to custom items only. So how many fish are there? I don't know. It doesn't tell me how many are in like the default fish. So I would assume there's probably like 50 or so, maybe. So there's probably like 400 things that you can fish for. Okay. So we're putting... Says note the direction of the box. Yes, I'm matching the little symbols there. Oh, because that's there so the cord can go through it. Ooh, we got an Animal Crossing one. Which, if there's some that we want it to be noted in the text, like some of the Animal Crossing ones maybe don't make sense if you don't know it's an Animal Crossing character. Like for the Life is Strange characters, I did put like in parentheses Life is Strange LIS kind of thing. Because some of them are just normal names. Don't get the direction of the box right, you won't be able to change the batteries. Okay, well, I can see the little symbols. So I'm assuming... that must be the correct direction. Alright. It's also just been really nice. I hope y'all have been enjoying the different streams we've been doing from all the wheel spin redeems. Because it's been really fun for me to get to actually finally do some of these wheel spin redeems. Because I intended to do a lot of these a lot sooner than we're doing them, obviously, because this was... honestly, this wheel spin for creative stream has been on here since June. And we're just getting to it in January. But, you know, better late than never. So it's been fun. So I hope y'all have been having fun doing a bunch of different stuff. The next thing I'm working to set up is... so I wanted to give you all a heads up, is I'm setting up the TCG crowd control sim stream. And the thing I wanted to ask you all is, do you want me to start a new save file in TCG card sim for you to mess with? Or do you want me to make a duplicate of my save file that's like level 45 or something like that, that actually has like cards and stuff established, so there's more for you all to mess with? Duplicate your save? Okay. That'd be more fun, you think? Okay. So for... okay. Let's take it back. Crowd control is a Twitch integration / overlay that makes it so you all can mess with my game. So you can channel point redeem thing. It's something that when we've raided into Gord's, when Gord's playing like Fallout 4 or something, how you could redeem and make his character go flying. Crowd control is integrated with the game to interact with it, and specifically this redeem is for TCG card sim, so the card the card simulator shop one, where you're opening the cards and all that stuff, and selling cards and buttons. This game. So specifically was the redeem was for you all to get to crowd control me playing this game. So like one of the things is like sell a card that's worth this amount of price or whatever. So that is shenanigans and stuff and things. Also, I can't see chat. So let me make it so I can see chat. Yes, the one with the stinky people who are coming to play card games. Yes, that one. So I'm working to set it up that obviously one of the purposes of it is that you can also use it for like, you know, money for fundraising or for you know, just supporting streamer kind of thing. So obviously that will be a way you can interact with it, but there's also a way that I need to figure out how to set up that you can use channel points to buy the currency, because I know Gord has used that. So that's what I'm looking at, that I've installed crowd control, so I need to go through all the settings and all that stuff to get it set up. But I wanted to give you all a heads up, since it might be a channel point thing, or if anyone was planning to spend channel points on anything else or whatever, if you wanted to save them or anything, that is the thing that I'm working on setting up for. I would like to say next week would be the idea, but I'm also aware that this weekend is going to be a busy weekend, so I don't know if that's going to happen. So I guess just heads up for anyone who hasn't checked the schedule. I'm being a busy noodle this weekend, but we do have our Sim stream obviously on Saturday. But me and Talarian are seeing Iron Lung on Friday, and I'm hyped, but also slightly scared, because it's probably going to be a thing. And then I'm going to, one of my students invited me to their dance recital winter performance thing, so I'm going to see that on Saturday for stream. So it's just going to be a lot of stuff this weekend. Different order. There we go. I was trying to pick it up. This is definitely a piece for something, and I don't know what letter that is or where it fell from, so that's fun. I guess we'll figure it out when we get there. Alright. I don't know how these ended up upside down. That's H and G. What am I looking for again? I already forgot. I'm looking for D. I'm looking for D and K. There's K. Okay. This is probably D, isn't it? There it is. I was gonna say, I think it's the colored and the uncolored. It's the wood and the color. E5 and K5. Okay. Because usually if they look similar shapes, that tends to be what it is. It's like one is the colored topper, and then the other one is like the wooden underneath. Oh, come on. There we go. Success. Thank you for helping, CT. Okay. Oh, okay. So we're gonna. Okay, I'm just seeing how this lays on here. So it's gonna be on here. Like that. I see what you mean by not being able to change the batteries if you put the box in correctly. Okay, so we need to glue this to the top of it. Simple enough. I don't know. I got used to it being so complicated. So just it telling me to glue a thing to a thing. I felt like it was going to be something more complicated than that. But I guess it doesn't need to be that complicated. I'm going to use the paintbrush and make it spread it out a little bit so it's not too blobby. The idea here, but it is being a stringy mess. But you know what? It's gonna be fine. We're just gonna deal with it. That should be enough glue to get it to stick. If not, we can always re-glue it. I didn't sing the whole song. Should I sing the whole song? Just a dot, just a dot, just a tiny little dot. Not a blob, not a blob, or you'll turn into a slob. Okay. Look at us making progress. Like 2 whole pages of progress. Whoa. Make sure the wires are right. Oh, am I supposed to put the wires? Oh. What am I supposed to do with the wires? Non-touchpad side? Which side's the touchpad side? One without the bits and pieces on it? One's attached to the battery box. Go in one hole. Okay. Oops, they touched the computer parts. I'm trying to get the cords to go where they're supposed to go. Okay. Okay, so these ones are supposed to go through there. And those ones go through there. Okay, cool. Gotcha, gotcha. I just gotta get this to actually hook on here. Sorry. Oh, one went. There we go. There's one. There's 2. Ta-da! I did a thing. Okay. Paint frames. Okay, what in the world are we making? I don't know what part of this we're making right now. Oh, there's the bird. Okay, the bird. Okay, so we're building this part here in the front. Okay, P10 is clearly the most important piece, y'all. P10 is clearly the most important piece that we cannot forget. In case you didn't see it, it is a cat. Okay. First, I need all those little things. Paint things white. Okay, so eyes. I believe I want to say it was at the bottom of the file. Oh. Like I said, finding the piece you need is the biggest part of this. Why would they stay in the same order? Which I feel like I've done okay of keeping them in a logical order. It's just they are not solid pieces, so flipping through them is not the most logical thing that you would think it would be. Trying to put them down is also complicated. Okay. I4. Times 2. The I4s. I3. Thank you for doing the numbers. Chat CT said I have to keep moving to see the book. Okay, the I5s are so small. Oh goodness, they're so tiny. Okay, and I6. Just one I16? Okay, that's a complicated thing. I think I can get just one of those out. See, I can? Oh, I can. There we go. Hopefully we don't lose those. I'm kind of concerned we've lost at least one of those tiny pieces somewhere. That are like half attached in there. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna... Tiny paintbrush. Hey, at least I'm good that I left that in here so I don't have to go search for it. Okay. Let's put this together first so we know what we need to paint and what we don't have to. Extra bits and pieces of wood. There we go. Okay. I4. I3. It's so tiny. Okay, and okay, you have great faith in me, Kit, that I'm gonna be able to stick these in. Okay. Yeah, okay. That don't have faulty keys. BT, did you see group chat the other day when, or was that yesterday, when William was talking about getting a new keyboard, and then I had to poke fun that he spelled keyboard wrong? I was like, is the Y broken? Because I really got a kick out of that. It was really funny. I very much amused myself. I really don't see how this is all supposed to squish together. It doesn't reach that far. That just creates a bump in the middle? Okay. Like, I get in theory that this is supposed to work. This is, okay. I just gotta squish it really hard. Okay. You saw that? It was like, I saw an opportunity. And I'm like, I'm gonna be ridiculous. And I'm using mechanical keyboard, so instead of missing letters. Oh, I'll have an extra from hitting more than one key at a time. Okay. Okay, this looks like a little kind of like feature something thing. I like it. Like a little bloop. Of course, it's not gonna focus on it. Focus! I believe in you, autofocus. I guess that's as good as it's gonna get y'all. There it kind of went. A little doohickey. But in cult, should I be rushing my crusades so I don't miss a day for sermon? The real-time element is slightly stressful. No, definitely take your time. Like, you don't have to do daily sermons. You just can only do a sermon once a day. The only reason to be mindful of the time is depending on how much you've, like, prepped your cult to be alone kind of thing. Which gets easier and easier as you progress, because the main issue is going to be food. So it's how long can your cultists be okay before you need to make them more food, or before you need to repair beds or things is really going to be your issue in the beginning. But don't rush back to do because of a sermon or anything like that. Yeah, it's just being mindful of how long you could be gone with and how long you could be gone without your cult needing maintenance kind of thing. Which, as you get more and more buildings and upgrades and stuff, the easier it will be to be away from your cult for more extended periods of time. Which is kind of what I'm trying to get to on my off-stream cult, because I just got to the point of having to reopen doors, which means I don't have any that I can do long runs in right now. So, okay. Yes, I should paint. I was trying to get, there's a little bit of extra wood on the top of that one. Okay. Yeah. Oh wait, I'm supposed to put... Did I get I-16? I don't know. I don't know what that little piece is. That's sticking on the top there. I also got 2 of the I-5s, and I don't know. I don't think I need one. The I-16 I thought was this thing, but maybe I was wrong. I was wrong. I was looking at the wrong thing. What those are. Those are I-50. I was looking at the wrong thing. There we go. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, and then this should go on the top. I'm gonna say, something's not quite right here. I'm missing something. There we go. Okay, now we paint the whole thing. Get that little extra piece. Wood sticking off of there, the little connected bit. And paint. It doesn't gotta be pretty. It's gonna get all over your fingers, and that's okay. Well, maybe it does have to be pretty. I don't know. I guess it's being seen, so it should be semi-pretty. I don't know. The painting in this so far has not been my greatest artistry. Also, how do you paint a thing when you're trying to hold it? But also paint all of it. This makes sense, right? It'll be fine. Try to figure out how to logically hold on to this and paint it. I understand it's supposed to be like a little stand. Or I think the cat, but it looks like a little creature. The common Pikachu. I know, I want to get more of the plush taken pictures of. The other thing I was going to try to get today was more... I have a lot of VODs. Well, not a lot. I have like a week or so's worth of VODs that are not scheduled yet for the YouTube. So for anyone who is watching VODs on the YouTube, I super appreciate you doing that. Even if you just like throw one on in the background as like, you know, background noise. It helps the channel in terms of watch hours. If you all watch it, then the algorithm pushes it towards other people. But most of 2025 is up there now. All that's missing is the last... It's got like half of December or something that still needs to be posted. I'm going to try to get those up there soon. I would really like to start making thumbnails for the YouTube VOD channel. If any of you have ideas on that, I am open to ideas. Even just so it's something that's... Because most of it is just a just chatting screenshot of whatever YouTube picks for it. And I'm like, I think I should put at least something. Even if it's just a, like, this is Resident Evil. Here's the Resident Evil screenshot. Like, you know, to at least have something that shows more of what the game is. I try to, like, title my streams / VODs. One, I try to keep the titles the same cross-platform, but I think I might stop doing that and make the titles more YouTube-friendly when I upload it to YouTube. Because obviously, when you're watching it here on Twitch, you have the wonderful, glorious thing called the category. But YouTube doesn't really have that luxury in terms of, like, I can label it as that game, but obviously we tend to play not just one game a stream sometimes, so that doesn't help. Okay. I have painted the thing white. As good as it's probably gonna be. So... yeah, now we really be putting stuff together. Okay, I'm just gonna set... attempt to set stuff down over here without making an entire mess. That's my finger. There you go. Okay. Put the kitty and glue him to the floor. Okay. I am gonna go wash my hands real quick so I don't get white paint all over the cat. I know that I think the cat is white, but still, I don't want to get all white paint all over him. I'll be right back. Cat time. Burp time. We're putting oh, that's go okay, so the thing we painted is gonna go in the hole back there. Cat just sits like that, and then y'all's coming together. Cat's coming together. I don't think I have to glue that there. Think. Okay. Fill on location marks, assemble same. Okay. Oh, we get a little plant too. You get your little cat. It's a little cat. Okay, tiny cat. We will be foreverly permanently glued. Are you ready? Come on, glue. I gotta get the glue to come out. Come on! Glue, please. Well, so much for nice thin hands. What's the cat's name? I don't know. That's not the cat's name. I feel like since it's a white cat, it's got to be something like Snowball or something, right? That was more glue than I wanted to put on here. It's gonna bloop out, I think. But they're gonna... Aw, the glue blooped out from underneath it. Oh well, it gives it character and shows you it's stuck in place. Fluffy. Okay, sorry. These songs, I've heard them enough times that they are no longer white noise to me. Like this one I know is Otter Funk without looking at it. But I was trying to play something that's not the lo-fi because I was wanting something more upbeat. The creator streams are one of those moments where I wish I had the separate cord and audio set up so we could just play whatever we wanted. I mean, I guess we could just with the consequence of the VOD getting muted, but you think it's Snowfall? Maybe there's also a yellow one. I don't know where the yellow one gets to go or if that's just you get to pick which one, but I feel like it has to be Snowball because it's white and fluffy. I'm also realizing angle the camera. No, it's just the camera. I thought this was coming off. Okay. How's this thing doing? Actually, that tried a hell of a lot quicker than I thought it would. Which I might do some touch up on that. It kind of looks a little messy. I'm just gonna give that a second. It's not wanting to go in. Okay, what was the other thing is there's a plant. I remember us making a plant. Look, we made a plant. Funky little plant. Why can't the yellow one be Snowball? Because no. I mean, I guess so. But I don't want a yellow snowball. All the paint. 20 fingers. I wish I put less glue. It's one of those things that I'm trying not to be perfection about this. I know I've talked about it. Trying not to be a perfectionist. Normally, past me would rip that up and wipe all the glue off and try to make it better, and then it ends up just looking worse anyway, so I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to be a perfectionist. I can't get this damn thing in there. No! In! There it goes. Got it. You just gotta get mad at it, I guess. I don't know. That just looks weird. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, and then we glue the plant next to it, apparently. I wish this was, like, standing up a little better. Is this kind of tilted? Guess maybe we just let it lean back over that. I think it'll be fine. Okay, we're gonna glue. Oh. Glue said, hello, it's going to bloop out. No. Bloop on the bottom then. I don't actually know how much glue stuck to that. We're gonna find out if it sticks. I don't understand this glue bottle. Why sometimes nothing comes out and sometimes it's just like, I'm just sitting here and it's going to come out everywhere. Okay. Ta-da! We did a thing. We did a stuff. We did a thing. Got a couple little extra pieces that I'm just gonna put there. Is there another plant I'm supposed to stick? It didn't tell me where to stick it. Did it? Oh, there's 2 plants. Where's the other plant supposed to be? On the... Oh, it goes on the thing. Oh. Gotcha. Okay. Maybe I should have glued this pot the other direction so it wasn't leaning towards it then. Because this thing really is leaning. I guess it will be fine. They'll just lean against each other then. Okay. It's cool that we're finally adding these on here because I made these were like some of the first steps of this project was making these. It's cool that they're finally going on the thing. Y'all, it's coming together. It's still got, I don't know how many pages. We still got a lot to go, but good catch, CT. I did not notice that that was also there. So what do we got? We got 1, 2. Yeah, there's still... Oh boy, there's still actually quite a bit. Oh boy, there's actually still quite a bit. Wow! Oh my gosh! Y'all, this is why this is taking us forever, because it's been 2 hours, and we have done, like, this. We have done, technically, 4 things as steps here, or just turning the page for the first time tonight. And this is why there's no way that we are finishing this tonight. We are going to get some things connected, though. Yes. Nope. But back on the wheel. Exactly. Okay. Now this goes in here. Oh, that kind of like squishes the plant right into it, doesn't it? Okay, we gotta get. I don't actually see how that reaches. Okay. Again, in theory, trust the process and push. Up. Oh no, that just moved. Gotta get the other side in. Thought it was going in when the other side did, and it did. Ah! Hold on, it's fine. I'm not breaking anything. Okay, the left side went in. Now the right side being a pain. Because it's like, it's not actually, it's actually too small. Oh, because this came out. That's why it's not bending it. I was like, it's not going that far. There we go. It reaches. Everything's just got to be in its right spot. Like I said, I got to trust the process and push. Because so far it hasn't failed me yet. As long as the things stay in there. Come on, thingy. I believe in you. Go in the hole. There it goes. There it goes. It's like it does fit. So far, there's one thing that I can definitely trust with this is the things will fit in the holes. You just gotta push at the right angle. Cool. It's becoming 3D, y'all. Okay, I'm glad that the little white thing that I painted kind of hides, though, because it doesn't look great. The cat's so cute. Okay. What time is it? Yeah, okay, still got time. I do want to be mindful of time tonight just because I'm a goober who did not do ESO beforehand and would like to actually get my tickets for today. Okay. What are we doing next? Like, okay, so we're hooking the front of it on. Oh goodness, this is gonna be the thing of I'm not gonna be able to store this in the box anymore. Okay. There it is. I was gonna say, we put that together at some point because we put the window on it. Because it says Sunshine Town. Okay. E4 times 2. Oh, no. there's supposed to be tiny screws. I don't think I had tiny screws. Unless if we dumped them out somewhere and lost them. I don't think I have tiny screws. They dumped stuff out of both of these bags. Oh, there they are. Oh my gosh, they're so tiny. Oh my gosh, they're so tiny. Can you all even see those? They're so small. They're so tiny. Oh my gosh. Okay. Because we're screwing the board. The power board. To the front, which is freaking cool because then I'm assuming that means that the front button actually becomes a power button. Which is why there's a power sign on the front. In theory, I did touch this, so I hope I didn't break it. Oh, it's touch. Okay. Okay. Did it give me a tiny screwdriver? Or do I need to ask Talarian for a tiny screwdriver? Oh no, where'd the other one go? Where'd it go? Like, oh my god, I lost the other one. Okay, it should have one in there. I don't think I have it. Burger. Oh, that's their. Must have lost it or something. So I guess at this point I should probably actually do a wiggle break anyway, looking at the time. I'm gonna go bug Talarian, because I'm assuming he probably has that, and if not, I will look to see if it ended up just on the shelf where I keep it in the box kind of thing. So hop up, wiggle, stretch, and fish if you so desire to, and I'll be back. I wiggled. We are back. And screwdriver. Because, you know, Talarian just has a multi-sized different screwdriver thing sitting around. So, okay, now we can hook the insanely tiny screws onto the thing. Hello! Can we get some hellos and welcomes for our raiders in chat, please? And thank you. You got here just literally perfect timing. I just got back from wiggle break, so perfect timing. Welcome on in. This is not our normal vibe here. We have, oh, what are directions? Always great. Anytime any of these goals are filled in, we spin a wheel, and you can unlock things like creative streams. So currently, we are building a Book Nook. It is like a bookcase Book Nook, so it will like sit like this on a bookshelf. And you'll be able to look down the alleyway at all the stuff in there. So yeah, we've been working on this for quite a few creative streams now. And I apologize for any snuffles. I am like 95% over a cold. It is still just sticking around just a little bit, but hello. Welcome on in. If you need to raid and run, by all means, you are allowed to raid and run. If you need to lurk, do what you want to do. I appreciate you coming on over. But if you want to stick around and share what was your stream, I hope you had fun. What'd you get up to? Feel free to tell me all the things if you so desire to. And oh goodness. Oh, that slid way farther than I thought it was going to. Let's see, can I do this? There we go. Ta-da! There it goes. Played a horror game called No Son of Mine. It was really good. Short 3-hour banger. Nice. There is something good about a short little horror slapper. It is always good. Not one I've heard of, but I'm glad you had fun with it. I need to play some more spooky games. We have some in our backlog that we have not gotten to yet. So, yeah. We have, with, other games we've been playing and ESO event things going on, our what we call our backlog has gotten quite extensive. So these goals, oh goodness, directions. These goals here, they don't reset every stream. We have a backlog of wheel spin redeem things that we have been meaning to get to for a bit. So over the next several weeks, we're doing quite a few of them. And one of them is the creative stream, which has maybe been under the backlog since June. So we're just getting to it now. We have been quite some busy beans. In terms of gaming, right now, we are doing my very first playthrough of Life is Strange. We also impulsively played a little more of Cult of the Lamb because the new DLC just dropped. We are doing a Sims 4 Shell Challenge because that was one of the wheel spins as well. Obviously Boo going whatever is all the stuff that's going on with. Sorry. Oh goodness, I just inhaled and everything's not going wrong. Or everything's going weird. I have a brain cell, I swear. But we've been playing all kinds of stuff. So been quietly lurking for the Life is Strange playthrough. Nice. I will say we are doing Life is Strange on Thursday this week instead of Saturday. We have been doing it on Saturdays. But I scheduled the Shell Challenge to be the 31st. So we're going to do Life is Strange on Thursday instead this time. But I think that might stay more of a Saturday thing. I know, we did get completely derailed and played Cult of the Lamb on Saturday as well. It's like, I am loving playing Life is Strange, but sometimes my brain just will not focus on the thing I want it to. So, it is what it is. And sometimes with the ADHD of the Ds, it's just not worth the battle to try to get it to do the thing you want it to do. So we'll see. The plan for Saturday is we will do the Sims Shell tours and then play with our Not So Berry family that we haven't played with in months. But I also could be convinced that we could play some Cult of the Lamb instead. Is my secondary thought. Currently I'm attempting this next step is I'm screwing these little itty bitty tiny screws onto the panel here so you can power the light with a touch of a button. Oh, this is actually being a lot easier than I was expecting. This is actually working quite well. Okay. Snazzy. You ever tried your clothes? Oh no! Do you have time to put them now in the dryer? Or do you have to hang to dry them? Uh-oh. Yes, for sure. Dip, lurk, chill. Definitely do what you need to do post-stream. I appreciate you bringing your friends on over. For some chill crafting vibes. I also will say for anyone who wants to fish, we have lurkbait fishing open. I had so many other things I was also supposed to do today. I had a few things that I was going to add to lurkbait before tonight. And then the hyperfocus kicked in and I added 104 new items to lurkbait fishing. So fish away. Oh, so I have to do it again tomorrow. Ripperoonie. That is always the hard part. Like, I've been trying to be really good about not letting stuff sit in the washer. Sometimes stuff ends up sitting in the dryer, but I'm like, okay, sitting in the dryer is not the end of the world. Sitting in the washer causes problems. So I've been trying to be better about remembering to move stuff over, even to the point of, like, I will set a timer on my phone to go off, because if I have my headphones on, I don't necessarily hear it play the song kind of thing when it's finished. Okay. Now that is attached there. Now I'm assuming we are attaching this to the front. And sort extra wires into the notch. I don't know what notch it's talking about, but we'll figure that out momentarily. We're hooking things on here somehow. Yeah, I don't understand what part. It means the notch all the way over there. That doesn't make any sense. Because I'm assuming this is going to attach on the front. We need G17 and G... Oh, it's at the bottom. Okay. Yeah, that cord doesn't reach... I have extra cord, but it doesn't reach the knot over... or the notch over there. Over into a dirty litter box. I have to do it. Oh, no. Oh, that sucks. Okay. One of those random pieces I had floating. Nope, never mind. Okay. What am I looking for? G17. There we go. And G2. Okay. Aw, not dunk. No. No. Okay. I glue the front on. That's what I was trying to figure out of what's going on. Is that... Because it was saying to move the wires here. But I don't necessarily understand what extra wire spot it's supposed to be talking about. Because it's saying... Just tuck the wire away wherever. Okay. Like all of the wires? I glue... Oh, we're supposed to put this on here? Are the ones you tucked away? Okay. Yeah, because the long ones are still sticking out. I figured these just kind of tuck. But I don't actually see why I need to glue this per se, because it's got a little notch here to hook onto. I guess a little bit towards, I don't know, I guess the bottom. That just slots in right there. No, you smell Bo. Okay. So should I have these wires sticking out then? Or should they go under? So this is to, these are the ones that are to the lamp on the wall. I've got these ones that are connected to the board. And then these two that are just coming off of it, and I don't know where to put those. And also, my nose is starting to be annoying again, which is not great, because I have to go back to work tomorrow. Yay. Should have been going through the battery pack out the other side. Oh, I guess they probably were. And they probably got pulled on. Yeah, they must have slipped when you attached to the wall. Yeah, I was going to say they must have been, because they should be going through. Okay. I see. Hold on. Because they should have been coming out this side. There we go. I was going to say, they had a place to be, and now they don't. They must have just come undone when I was attaching stuff. There we go. That makes so much more sense. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now this... Now these are just sticking out the bottom kind of funny, but I think our problem will be fixed once we put those other boards on. Oh goodness, I knocked this off too. Kind of interesting that they had us put that in there already, actually. Okay. Snazzy. I think we're back into business. Okay. Okay, it says to glue this, but I don't... Honestly, I don't think it needs glue. Like... I don't think that's going anywhere. Oh goodness, I just break something. Hopefully. Oh no. It like snaps in. I feel like if I try to glue it, it's just gonna end up being a stringy mess. But it couldn't hurt to probably put a little bit on there. I think what it is I'm tilting my head to look down at all this stuff, which is not an angle that my head's been in because I've been just looking at my screens. So I think that's why all the snot and everything keeps moving more than it has been. Okay. Because it's not saying to glue the right side. It's just saying to glue this side. And that might not be the worst idea ever. Might not be the worst idea ever, but I mean, at this point, it would mean taking it off. Because it's saying to glue the inside of that. Which I get. Yeah, I was like, I think it's on there fine. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. If it goes somewhere, obviously, I would glue it. Because this is the only part on this side that was, like, slipping off the front. But it's not saying to glue that side. It's just saying to glue the left side. So I think I'll just leave it. Because it's actually fitting pretty snug. Okay. So this... is going in... Tilt this up more. This is going in here. In theory, if it goes in and doesn't just break instead. Oh no. The nib thing just kind of broke a bit. There we go. Oh, it just snapped. Weird. I haven't had that issue. Entire kit. Piece of wood, I guess, was maybe just a weird piece of wood. It's still in there. It's just not. It just snapped a little bit. I don't even know if you can see it. Not perfectly flat. I think it's fine. Alright, there's one. And this one goes to fill the other gap. It's actually a really cool thing. I feel like normally that would be a spot that wouldn't be thought about. Okay. Success. Okay. Now we are attaching the next section of floor. It looks like. A9 and D. Know what those kind of look like. That. Earlier, which makes it a lot easier to find. Hi, NLA. How's you going? We are book nooking away. It has become 3D. We just attached the front. But it is becoming its own 3D thing. See all my monstrosities of everything off to the side here, but there's too much to do with the Book Nook or with everything. With life, because that's, yeah. Or save the team is snowballing and to get the university leadership fired. Dang. Is any update on them like not telling the people in time? Because like that's like a big issue of like, hey, we're not going to fund the team, but we're not going to tell you, and you don't, so you won't have time to do anything about it. Because that's a bunch of bullshit. Also, for anyone who has not signed the petition, NLA has dropped in Discord and has dropped in chat before. Definitely make sure you sign it. Do not give money to the change.org thing, but like definitely sign the petition. We have an internal harassment and discrimination lawyer investigating repaying her own lawsuit. Yeah, that's a lot. It's like, that's just like not right. It's just not right. They can't just get rid of a thing with no warning, no anything, just because they want to spend it on other sports balls. Like, no. Just talked to a PR firm today and it's going national. Whoa. So it's getting big then. I mean, it's a big issue. Okay. There's the bee. Ooh, getting a billboard. Fancy. That should definitely get some people to see it then. Hopefully get more people to sign too. He was supposed to fly to Dallas tomorrow for an away meet, but the flight got yeah, with all the weather going on right now, that seems like a fair cancellation based on pictures I've seen of people posting of how icy and whatnot it is places. be 5. 19. We're making a little cafe sign currently. I know it feels kind of weird to be just cozy crafting considering the state of the world, but I don't know, you gotta do some things, I guess. I don't know if there's actually anything in terms of like protesty stuff going on around here because we're not obviously in Minnesota. Okay, we're putting I'm assuming I'm supposed to be gluing this. Would be my assumption. But I just want to make sure everything is fitting together correctly. Yeah, that's gonna be cute. It's a little sandwich board. Okay, now let's see if we can get my sticky glue to go where we want it to go. Oh, NLA, I gotta show you my fancy glue blob. I have learned that this glue bottle should not be stored sideways, or it does this. Which, it looks really freaking cool. But this is not what you want to see stuck to the top of your glue bottle when you take your glue out of the container. But it is kind of its own piece of art. I just have it sitting on top of my computer because I'm like, I don't want to throw it away. It just kind of looks cool. Okay, logically... Oh, that is like actually really stuck in there. I think I'm gonna put it on the edges of the coffee sign. And then push it in. I guess that doesn't really put it where it needs to be to stick, does it? No, oh, actually, maybe it's sticking okay. Because I'm pushing it over it, so it's getting onto the glue. There we go. There we go. Which I think that kind of is going to stick pretty okay by itself, but I don't know how much that glue is really actually going to help because it's on the, I put it on the edges of it, which is not exactly what's actually touching the thing it's glued to, but it kind of smeared itself over it. I think it will be okay. If it falls apart, I will glue it better. Alright, let me see, Spider. It is a plural noun. Plural noun. Voice, please. I swear it's just because I'm looking down at stuff that things are shifting, because I haven't had this issue all day. Hold on, I'm gonna blow my nose. Okay, maybe that's the problem. I don't know. Okay, when placing the flooring, be aware that the long wires from the battery pack need to lay on top of the flooring against the wall. Oh, so we don't want them underneath the wall. Which actually, I don't think I glued that on there yet. I'm assuming that's what I'm supposed to be doing. Along the location must firstly pass the wire through the holes as shown. Oh, that's why there's the slot there. Okay, I get that. Okay. Bots? Okay. Does anyone have a favorite new item that they fished up tonight? I'm glad that I finally put the Aeons in there for Final Fantasy X. Alright, the next one's an adjective, if anyone else wants their Mad Lib of the night. Okay, let's glue this flooring onto here. Tempting to spread the glue out just a bit, so it's just up. Here we go. You caught Reese and Cyrus! Cute. Yeah, weirdly enough, when I was going through on the wiki for Animal Crossing stuff, I went through all the characters. I went through all of, like, the NPC characters and saved pictures. And when I started adding them to lurkbait fishing, I realized, one, that regular Gulliver wasn't listed, and two, Reese and Cyrus were left out. So I just had to find a picture of Reese and Cyrus. Just randomly on Google, which is why it's Reese and Cyrus, because there's really not many pictures of them apart. Okay, and then this needs to be glued on there. And then we will attach it on in there. And then depending what's on the next page, honestly, we might need to stop here because I am starting to cough a lot more, and that is not good. Oh, stop being a stream. Blue is being so stringy. Okay, that wasn't like a ton of glue there. That might be. Not like it's a heavy thing we're gluing. Did I make it be the wrong direction? Yeah, I think it's supposed to be that. was gonna say, it's not instant dry glue. It'll be okay, because it's supposed to be... Which gosh darn direction is this thing facing on here? This way. Okay. When I was scheduling my interview, I told them I was available tomorrow afternoon, Thursday afternoon, and Friday afternoon. The guy responds, great, just sent you an invite. And it's for early morning on Friday. Like, I'm not going to complain about it, but did they read my... You gotta read your email? Apparently not. They probably got to and Friday and then didn't read the afternoon part. Okay, fix the wires. So the wires need to go... This is hooking there. Because that's going to slot in there. So these need to go through... Gosh, they're so bendy. That big hole? I don't think it's that big hole, is it? I guess it is. Big slot? Okay, I was gonna say, it looks like... Well, I was questioning whether it should be one of the little ones, but that's probably where something else is slotting in. Because I'm assuming we want them to be under the floor. K9 is below the wires. Oh, okay, so these need to go off, actually. Above the floor. I read the thing. It's above... Yes. Okay. Gotcha. I didn't realize that the floor was, like, multiple pieces like this. Like, layered like this. It gives it more depth, which is really cool. It's, like, staired. This is so cool. This is so cool. And it also has the, like, I made this thing with it, which is so fun. I am very much enjoying this. I'm very glad that Leon got this for me for Christmas for like 2 years ago. Okay. That is the whole next section of the floor. Oh, because I think we put those little things together. Yeah, because I cut out the little flowers. Yeah. Oh, I almost... Everything. Yeah, I'm just looking at this as like... with this, it would be, I would want to get all the way through the chair, and I don't think I want to do the chair right now. I think that's enough steps that I think we should probably pause before doing the next section of floor. Unfortunately. But we did make some decent progress tonight. Obviously, some things took a little bit longer, but I mean, to go from it being flat to it being connected into a thing. Okay, so... Oh, I was gonna do it in pencil, but apparently neither of my pencils are. I'll just do it in bed. Okay. I'm gonna put... Actually, I'm gonna do it on the last page. I'm saying... Stopped. Here. Okay. We will know that we'll start on that next one next time. Oh, this is so cool. I wish we had made a little bit more progress, but I'm very happy with the progress we made. I'm very happy with the progress we made. I just wish it was more because I'm excited to see it finished. But I think realistically, that's where we gotta stop for today. Ran the dishwasher and floss. GG, Looney. I will try to get myself to floss tonight so I can mark it off with you. Even though I don't ever want to. Alright. So, we will return to this when the wheel says so. So, for anyone who doesn't know, anytime either of the... Oh, come on, angle. The directions, there. Anytime either of these goals are filled, they don't reset every stream. We spin the wheel, and one of the things it can unlock is some creative streams like this. So, yes, peer pressure, exactly. Peer pressure to make me floss. Gosh darn it. Okay. I'm just going to swap us to this screen because I am going to have to move our little Book Nook out of the way. I need my keyboard. You're flossing right now. Nice. So, if you would copy and paste one of these raid messages, I'd appreciate it. We're gonna go drop a raid on someone here. It doesn't have to have my emotes. Whatever emotes make you happy. I will be back. Remember, until April, we're not doing Tuesday streams. You can hear my voice being weird, and I don't know why it's doing that. Because it's been fine. That we're not doing Tuesday streams because I do tap dance club at my school for my 3rd through 5th graders on Tuesday, and it's not realistic for me to do an after school club and also stream on the same day. So we are watch partying on Wednesday. We're watching Free Run and The Last of Us, and we will be back on Thursday. The plan is we will do some Life is Strange, and then Saturday is our shell tours. So get your shells finished. Even though it wasn't a corny tape. No, boo. No, boo, boo, boo. Had fun crafting alongside? I'm glad. I'm glad you had fun. Crafting streams are fun. I like doing crafting streams. They are fun. They're fun. We will do more in the future. Right now they are deemed by the wheel, so we'll see when the next one is. Just because we have so many other things already on the schedule. But in the meantime, we're gonna go raid Liddy. Liddy is playing some Tavern Keeper, and that, I think, will be a very fun time. So, I'm gonna be a pro goober and copy and paste my own raid message. Thank you all for hanging out and crafting. Book Nook stuff will continue. Next creative stream. If you missed it, of other past ones and whatnot, obviously all those are on the VOD channel because there's over 4,000 hours of stuff over there to watch if you want to. I will catch y'all on Discord and watch party on Wednesday. I will catch you in stream again on Thursday. I'm gonna do my last fish. Gonna do a roll. 17. I'll take it. Ooh. And normally this would have been when I would swap over, but we're already over here, so we can stare at the cute penguin on our way out. Thank you all for chilling. I'll see you all real soon. Goodbye. 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 Goodbye.